only in America. Only out of the ugliness of segregation, a story of triumph and pride could rise, based on one small, simple principle. You won't let me play with you? Then I'll create a league of my own. In 1920 in Kansas City, they came together to accomplish that dream. 2,600 plus men and women would play in this league.
One love, one game, one desire, one flame, one bonfire, let it burn higher. I never show signs of fatigue or turn tired, cause I'm the definition of tragedy turned triumph.
And it would change the game forever, with an awe-inspiring style that was all their own. The nation's best baseball wasn't being played in the major leagues. It was being played across the country, under bright lights and in front of incredible crowds. And through the passion of his players, he became a cornerstone on the path to equality.
I train with and travel with something in my eyes say I'm so close to having the prize. I realize I'm supposed to reach for the skies. Never let somebody try to tell you otherwise.
These are the legends. These are their stories. This is the Negro Leagues. On the mound, the legendary Leroy Satchel Paige. Arguably the greatest pitcher this sport has ever seen. We know for certain the oldest rookie in the history of Major League Baseball. Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the Major Leagues with then the Cleveland Indians. Most who knew Satchel believed that he was at least 10 years older than he claimed to be. Satchel was likely born into the early to mid-1890s in Mobile, Alabama. And so that birth record was typically kept in the back page of the family Bible. And according to Satchel, the goat ate that page out the Bible. His original tombstone has a question mark by his birthday. Yeah, the old man literally took it with him to his grave. But when we talk about Satchel Paige, there is really no one to compare him to. Not someone who combines the longevity. By his estimation, he pitched in over 2,600 games. The great stuff. Recorded some 55 no-hitters and only God knows how many strikeouts. And the charisma. He could sell it. Yeah, he could sell it, but he could also back it up. There will never, ever, ever be another Leroy Satchel Paige.
Tell myself I ain't feeling the way. I'ma thrive, it ain't up for debate. Already got enough food on my plate. Yeah, you can see all the sweat on my face. We gon' hungry from birth to the day. If you with it, I gotta escape. Yeah, tell myself I ain't feeling the way. I'ma thrive, it ain't up for debate. Already got enough food on my plate. Yeah, you can see all the sweat on my face. We gon' hungry from birth to the day.
Here's the third baseman, Hayes. The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone, and we're underway. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
And 1-1. Now one missed. Singy, I can't imagine batters enjoyed facing Satchel Paige. That high leg kick, so distracting and tough to figure out. That misses off the outside edge.
Leg kicks like Satchels can really mess with the hitter's timing, and if you can get past that, well, you still got to hit some of the best stuff any pitcher's ever had.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
A pitcher like Satchel who can change speeds, run it into triple digits, or get you out on that front foot with the changeup, you just hope you run into one and make contact.
He's in there. Satchel comes to the plate. Foul ball. When Satchel was just getting started, his brother Wilson was a pitcher for a semi-pro team, the Mobile Tigers. Satchel got a tryout, and he was signed on the spot. Satchel kicks and delivers. That's down and in.
Satchel's second team was the Chattanooga White Sox, and he was way too good for that league. He lost only 2 games in 2 years there.
Here's Satchel with the payoff pitch. Glass checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he did. Joe McDonald rings him up. Now it's going to be Smith. That one fouled off.
After Satchel Paige pitched for Chattanooga, he joined the Birmingham Black Barons in 1927, which is where he broke into the Negro National League. Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
The 0-2 pitch from Satchel.
That's a ball.
Next offering misses down and away. Ripped to third. Satchel really humming down. And now the first baseman, Bates. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That hits the dirt, and now it's even 1-1. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Hughes. Paige back to work. That one lifted to left. Sanders makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. And that one fouled off. Paige winds and fires. And it's fouled away. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now. Stepping in, the sluggy shortstop, Murray. Right side. And that chance handled. On to first. That's out number 3. Back here at the ballpark, top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in is the speedy Taylor.
Yeah.
Strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That just misses, and it's 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Bounce to third. On to O'Neill. No runs across against Satchel. He's been outstanding.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
There's a strike. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Satchel famously had names for his pitches. So he didn't have fastball, curveball, changeup. No, not Satchel. Satchel had what he called his midnight creeper. He had the 2-humper. He had the bat dodger. He had the hesitation pitch. He had the long tom, the short tom, the jump ball, the trouble ball, the radio ball, the wobbly ball, the dipsy-do. And he also had a pitch that he famously called his B-ball. You know why he called it the B-ball? Because Satchel says, it bees where I want it to be when I want it to be there. And so he had all the stuff you needed to be a star, and he was just that. He was not only the Negro League's biggest and brightest star, but he was one of the biggest stars in baseball history.
When you say you rap for me, rap for me. When you say you die for me, die for me. Is it ever, everything, everything? No matter whatever brings. Hey, when you say you always down.
Now at the plate, Hayes. The pitch. That's in there. And we are underway. And takes low for ball one. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Chris, it must have been so difficult hitting Satchel with so many different out pitches.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Got him. Paige with the pinpoint command on that one. Here's the left fielder, Glass. Off the plate inside, and that's ball one.
Yeah, a pitcher with 2 or 3 out pitches is an ace these days. Satchel had closer to a dozen. Dig in against someone like that, you're just guessing every pitch, especially with his amazing command.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
Cy Perkins caught Satchel for a lot of seasons, and for a while, he wouldn't even give signs. He'd just hold up the mitt, and Satchel would hit it.
That's in there, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. So many great nicknames in baseball history. The Iron Horse, the Say Hey Kid, the Splendid Splinter, and of course, Satchel. Oh, tied him up in knots with the bat dodger. Smith, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The way Satchel got his nickname is great. As a kid, he was trying to earn some extra money at the Mobile train station by lugging around bags for travelers. Of course, the bags were so big that most kids could only take one at a time. So Satchel threw together some rope and a pole for a rig that let him haul 4 bags at once.
Back now at Muehlbach Field. And here's the first baseman, Bates. 0-1. Carrying around all those bags, the other kid said he looked like a walking satchel tree, and the name stuck. Satchel comes to the plate. Got him looking. Paige notches the strikeout. Here's the catcher, Hughes. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Second inning here, no score. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, McDonald. In there, and it's 0-1. That one misses in the dirt. Next offering is fouled back. Satchel kicks and delivers. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Makes the catch, and that's the third out.
They clocked Satchel Paige unknowingly in a ball game in Griffith Stadium in D.C. Satchel retires aside, and the kid from the military comes over. Mr. Paige, we clock your fastball at 105 miles per hour. Satchel looks at the kid. He says, son, I wish I'd known you were timing me. I could have thrown harder than that. Yeah, you'll hear from the old Negro League players who saw Satchel in his prime that if anyone tells you they saw his fastball in the hitting zone, they're lying. Yeah, you might have seen it leave his hand, but by the time it got there to home plate, it literally was about the size of an aspirin tablet.
I get hot like a skillet, thinking about money in the building, on the phone with the lender and I'm living, in the bank had a cap, I would peel it. Like really, trying to get millions. Get a bigger high view, so vivid. A couple cars, raw chrome wheeling. You think materials make it sound silly? Like really?
All right, ready to go here. Now, Harvey. The wind of the pitch. And that is in for a strike. And away we go this afternoon. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Next pitch is popped up. And Satchel hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. And a foul ball.
Boog, you know who else said Satchel had the hardest fastball he'd ever seen? Cardinals Hall of Famer Dizzy Dean.
Yeah, Dizzy, of course, one of the great pitchers and hard throwers of the 30s and 40s. Next offering misses, and the count even 1-1.
Dizzy Dean was so impressed by Satchel's fastball, he said it made his own heater look like a changeup.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. On to O'Neill. 2 up, 2 down. You know, Satchel also pitched in California for a while, and he faced a young Ted Williams when he was just 17. Ted said he was just dominant. Another game, he struck out Hall of Famer Rogers Hornsby 3 times. Reese stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is in for a strike. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber, kicks and fires.
Hey!
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Paige winds and fires. The B-ball for the strikeout. Can't hit what you can't. Gordon now at the plate. And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Boog, how about that no-hitter Satchel threw against the New York Black Yankees in 1932?
One of the greatest single-game performances ever. In that game on the mound, he had 11 strikeouts, and at the plate, he had 2 hits. Another B-ball for the K. Parker digs in now. In there for strike 1.
That no-hitter of Satchel's is so rare. Only 3 other pitchers in MLB history have ever thrown one with 11 strikeouts while getting 2 hits of their own. And one of them was Hall of Famer Catfish Hunter.
The B-ball absolutely humming. That's a K. So 2 down now, and here is Floyd. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. Down the left field line, looks like extra bases. 1 runs in, coming home. Cut off, now a throw home. The tag out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. Now the third baseman, Gordon. And a pitch. And that one off the outside edge. That's a base hit. Run scores. So up next, Gordon. Here comes a pitch. Just missed.
Whoa, how about that no-hitter Satchel threw against the New York Black Yankees in 1932?
One of the greatest single-game performances ever. In that game on the mound, he had 11 strikeouts, and at the plate, he had 2 hits. Satchel kicks and delivers. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That no-hitter of Satchel's is so rare. Only 3 other pitchers in MLB history have ever thrown one with 11 strikeouts while getting 2 hits of their own. And one of them was Hall of Famer Catfish Hunter.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Another B-ball for the K. Parker will hit next. That one's in there, 0-1. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The B-ball absolutely humming. That's a K. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Floyd. And that's in there for strike 1. Next pitch is outside. Satchel comes to the plate. In the air to left center. And that is the 3rd out of the inning.
What really made Satchel so special was 105 with pinpoint control. He could put it exactly where he wanted to put it, and I'm not talking about just throwing strikes. The catcher set the target. He hit the target. He didn't miss. You see, he didn't warm up in the bullpen like most pitchers do, throwing to the catcher across home plate. You know what Satchel would use? A stick of foil chewing gum wrapper. The catcher would sit the chewing gum wrapper on top of home plate. And wherever the catcher moved the chewing gum wrapper, Satchel right over the top of that chewing gum wrapper. And as Satchel would say, he'd work both corners of that chewing gum wrapper. He was absolutely uncanny.
They gon' throw socks on my knee, meet me home till I'm finished, till it walk full of faces. I'm calling me God, welcome to the jungle. It's what happens when you ain't been. Yeah, then I spend it all for the money, keep on going till I'm finished, till I fall for my grace, and they calling me God, welcome to the jungle. It's what happens when you still
Yeah, the batter now, Harvey. The pitch. Left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now the shortstop, Marshall. Swings through that one, 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. A lot of pitchers with great command or great velocity, but having both is so rare. Satchel was one of the special few.
I mean, 105 with the ability to spot it all over the place, just ridiculous.
That one misses. Gonna count 1-2.
You know, Ryan Helsley dialed it up to 104 miles per hour in 2022. To think Satchel was doing it 80, 90 years before that is just crazy.
And now it's even up. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Next pitch is popped up. And Satchel hauls it in for the out. Reese in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And there's the strike. Swing and a ball popped up. Perry pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's
one of my favorite Satchel Paige stories involves the old man pitching in the Denver Post tournament. They're playing an all-white semi-pro team. The first kid from the semi-pro white team gets into the batter's box. Satchel throws him a fastball. He dribbles it down the third base line. It stays fair. The kid beats it out, gets an infield hit. Well, about that time, one of the kids from the opposing team steps into the dugout steps and says, "Let's beat him. He ain't nothing but an overrated darky." Well, Satchel Paige had a nickname for everyone. His nickname, famously for the legendary Buck O'Neil, was Nancy. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, Satchel looks over at first base and he says, "Nancy, did you hear that?" Buck said, "Yes, Satchel, I heard him." He said, "Nancy, bring him in." So Buck turns and motions for the outfield to take a couple of steps in. Satchel looks over at first base. He says, "Nancy, bring him all the way in." Honest to God's truth, there were 7 guys kneeling around the mound. And Satchel strikes out the side on 9 straight pitches. He looks into the opposing team's dugout and says, "Overrated darky hate." But the legendary Buck O'Neil always said if he had one game to win and any choice of any pitcher from any era, it would be the legendary Satchel Paige. He says you might beat him when he was out there messing around, but when he was locked in, forget about it.
Lately I've been glowed up. Paper finally showed up. Shawty got me going bug. Feeling like the only. Don't I look like a pharaoh? Your story tale. Pull up, dips on your head. Clocking, grab my check out the mail room, then back in. Hopper, daddy Warbucks like Warhol with it. And a paintbrush. I'm AWOL, but I ain't done. Full time.
Cole getting ready to hit. And a pitch. There's a strike.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And it's 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Singy, the audacity Satchel had in this game. Just daring the batters to put one in play. It's the showmanship that made him famous and the sheer skill that made him great. And now, Gordon.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
This wasn't even the only time Satchel did something wild like this with the defense. There were some barnstorming games where they'd bring in one more infielder every inning until it was just Satchel and the catcher out there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Parker. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Another legendary bit of Satchel swagger. He wrote fastball on the bottom of his left shoe just to taunt the batter and tell him what was coming.
Satchel kicks and delivers. Got him! Who needs a defense behind you anyway?
Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the major leagues in 1948 with the Cleveland Indians. He, along with Larry Doby, would help Cleveland win the last World Series at that time that Cleveland had won. Many thought Satchel should have been named Rookie of the Year. He goes 6-1 with a 2.4 ERA his rookie season at age 42, which means he might have been closer to 52.
Welcome back. Leading off, Rose. The wide to kick the pitch. Fastball in for a strike. Not a ton of zip, but it finds the mark. And now the count is even. So here comes Satchel to replace Cleveland's ace, Bob Lemon.
Heck of an assignment to draw on your MLB debut, Boog, and even more so at Satchel's age, whatever it is.
One ball.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Leonard. First pitch, not close. In the air, left field. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Green, batting with one down, takes a strike. Squirts away a little bit, and the runner holds. Satchel comes to the plate. Hit on the ground, might be two. They take the force out. The ageless rookie sets down another. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Michaels. And he deals. And there's the strike. Well, Satchel's a rookie today, but he's got a long professional history in Cleveland. Back in 1931, Satchel pitched 5 games with the Cleveland Cubs. And then, of course, he pitched in Cleveland with other teams, particularly the Pittsburgh Crawfords. Got him swinging on the curveball. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. And now, Sherman. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Those Crawfords teams of the early 30s, Boog, right up there with the best ever in baseball.
That's right. Paige, Josh Gibson, Oscar Charleston, Judy Johnson, Cool Papa Bell. Just ridiculous. Line drive, base hit.
always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Harrison in the box now. Takes strike 1. Now 1-1. Satchel kicks and delivers. In the dirt, blocked. And the runner stays where he is. Satchel with the 2-1.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him! And that is the inning. And welcome back. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Bates. First offering misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strike.
Out to short, Reed. Slings it across, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Next pitch is popped up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Rolled over to third, and it ends up hitting the base. And no throw. He's into first easily. Owens now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. A swing and a soft liner. And that is the ball game.
Now, Satchel in 1965 is believed to be 59 years old if you believe he was born in 1906, which I do not, but for the sake of the story, we'll say that he was indeed born in 1906. He pitches 3 shutout innings against the Boston Red Sox, giving up only 1 hit in those 3 innings. Great trivia question. Who got that lone hit off of Satchel? The legendary Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz. Yaz gets a double against the old man. Satchel leaves him at third and shut down everybody else over 3 of the most remarkably pitched innings in baseball history. And they were all turning, going back into the dugout in utter disbelief that they couldn't hit that old man.
Well, this mad world that made me crazy. Might just turn around to 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my doorstep being so shady.
Digging in, Hill. The pitch. That's in there. And this one is off and running. Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. Hauls it in for the out.
No, Boog, Satchel was 59 when he pitched this game, at least officially. Well, we're both in our early 50s, and I can't imagine how he did it. Makes me hurt just thinking about it. He'd tell you a million different reasons why he was able to keep playing so long. Not sure which of them I believe, though.
And that one almost got him.
One of Satchel's rules for staying young was to avoid fried meats. That's one you live by, right, Boo?
Well, unless I'm in Philadelphia. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Paige winds and fires. And another ball. The number of stories around Satchel are endless. One of my favorites, the rocking chair he had next to the bullpen for this game for the Kansas City A's.
Charles Finley, who owned the A's, also had a nurse out there to rub Satchel's arm with special oils. Tremendous showmanship, and then he went out and dominated the Red Sox.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these guys are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Struck him out on a fastball that crawled to the plate. Next to hit, Sherman. That one inside. 1-0.
You know, after this game, Red Sox legend Carl Yastrzemski gave Satchel a big hug. One legend showing respect to another. And you know what? The fans gave Satchel a curtain call after he left the mound as well.
Next offering is fouled back. Satchel comes to the plate. In the dirt. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, top of the second, and now the right fielder, Rose. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. Next pitch inside, and it's 2-0. Ripped to third and caught. Leonard stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next one off the plate inside. 2-0. Satchel kicks and delivers. Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off. 2-2. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it, and they don't get the out. One gone, runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Palmer. In there for strike one. He swings and fouls one off. The punch out there, 2 down. Now here is Santiago. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. Next offering is down low. Next offering is fouled back. 1-2 here. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. The old man keeping these hitters in check. On to the third inning, and here's the catcher, Green. First offering, and it just misses. Out towards right center field, and he goes airborne to make the catch. 1. First offering is fouled off. That one the other way. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Hill in the box now as he leaves that one up high. This ball's chopped on the ground. And he'll be safe at first. Murray, the next to hit.
Nope, that's down.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
In the dirt. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over.
Without question, Satchel Paige was the Negro League's biggest and brightest star. The man would ride into towns, and the entire towns would shut down to watch him pitch. Everyone wanted to see the old man do his thing. Was he a little bit disheartened when he wasn't the first to break baseball's color barrier? Of course he was, because in many ways, he was the Negro Leagues. And I'm not sure there's any more lore or legend surrounding any one athlete. Perhaps it's because we don't really know how old he truly was, and because he dazzled us for decades. By the time he ended his career, he was either 59 or maybe 69 years old, and he was still getting it done. Only the immortal Leroy Satchel Paige.